Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. It is a beautiful day out here today, guys. No more overcast, no more rain, I hope. But today, guys, I got a car here, an EM1. It's here today because it is getting a ton of work done. And what I mean by a ton of work is the stuff you guys just saw is all going to be replaced on this car. Now, I know a lot of people has mentioned that I always talk about money, right? I'm not saying I'm flat out broke. I'm just saying that I got other priorities that my money go to, and the stuff that I buy for the cars are money that I make from side work. Now, a lot of these cars you guys see that comes up on the channel here aren't just here and getting free work done. These are all the friends, and some of the people that show up are people that hit me up on the media for some small work, and I have not replied back to everybody, but thanks to everybody who has hit me up for work inquiries, especially my friends. They bring the car to me to get work done because they don't have the time to do so, and for me to provide you guys something a little different for the channel other than all of my EFs. It's awesome that the EJ2 now runs because I can move it off the driveway, make the spot available to take in the side work. So today is going to be a long day ahead of me, and more days after that, because what I am doing today to this car is not a simple task. So this car right here belongs to my buddy Barshawn. He is actually flying out of the country today. Safe flight, Barshawn. And what we're going to be doing today is replacing his radiator support, and also his aftermarket fender, bumper, grill, anything that's not OEM. When he got this EM1, the radiator support was replaced by somebody else before, and all of these are aftermarket body panels that does not line up that great at all. So he went ahead and bought a brand new OEM radiator support, a brand new OEM bumper, brand new OEM grill, OEM fenders, and this is already an OEM hood. Now, the only thing that's probably going to throw me off a little bit is the headlight not being OEM. Now, given that the junkyard sale is a span of 5 days, it's kind of in between this video, so I may go to the junkyard, grab some headlights for 50% off. He told me to as well too, just to slap an OEM piece onto the car until he can get CTR headlights. So I may do that just so we can fit the body panels better. But that's to determine once we get to installing, you know, all of the stuff back onto the car. I'm gonna do a lot of time lapse with all of this because I just need to get the work done, and you guys can kind of already get an idea on how everything gets done here with the radiator support and all, because I've shown it before on the channel with the CRX. So with that being said, guys, let's get down to work.
Sometimes when you're here, I can feel no doubt, 'cause you keep me where the stars are bound. It doesn't really matter, 'cause you're here with me now. It doesn't really matter.
Quick little update here. We got the fenders, the bumper, the grill, and the radiator support off. These are, I believe, depot. This is all made in Taiwan. Not sure what this is, but it's pretty banged up on the bottom. And you know, the process was a lot easier on my end because I didn't have to drill out the spot weld, apparently, because it was only held on by the 12 mils, 2 on each side with the bumper support, and then this whole radiator support came out. Probably why it was flimsy when I was kicking it earlier, which is awesome because now all I got to do is grind down the primer. I'm not sure if that's weld through primer, and I don't want to risk trying to fit everything and then not being able to weld. But I'm going to grind down at least the main spots where the spot welds are supposed to go, and then we'll get to fitting. But just want to show you guys really quickly all of the OEM parts. So these fenders are OEM. They were repainted electron blue pearl. The grill came from Honda, already paint matched. You can see it right there, part number for y'all. This is also an OEM bumper. You can see the part number right there, I think. But that's black, that's blue, this is blue. This is a black radiator support also from Honda. Where's the part number here? Somewhere there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slap on the fenders first, and then I am going to align the fender to the door gap, and then the fender to the hood. Hopefully the hood is aligned, because I know it's been taken off before. You can see it's off the groove a little bit, but align here on both ends. Close the hood, put the radiator support on, and then the headlight to make sure the headlight fits with the fenders and the hood, and then we can do the bumper.
It doesn't really matter, 'cause you're here with me now. It doesn't really matter, 'cause I feel so free now.
A little dilemma here, guys. So I have the radiator support mocked up into place right now. It is bolted down to the fender area, and one side is bolted down to the rails. Now the problem that I am running across is this side does not line up at all. It's off about an inch. You can see the frame rail right there, and it needs to meet the end here. Pretty big gap, right? So I also noticed that the other radiator support was ovaled out right here and over here as well too. So they ovaled it out for them to bolt this onto the car, probably why it wasn't welded on when I took it off. I don't want to weld it on the way it is, even though everything closes. I put the headlights on, they fit just how it should. I don't want to weld it on like this, because that's old Dana. I don't do that no more. So you guys can see right here, there's a good gap, right? And also on this side, you can see that gap. My goal is to get these two right here to line up with the holes for the 12 mm bolt, like those guys right there. And I don't know which side of the frame rail has been pushed in. I'm thinking that this car was hit dead in the center, which the radiator support pulled the frame in. But I don't know which side caved in to know which side to pull out. That one's obviously bolted up. I'm not certain if this one was the one that got pushed in, because obviously it's off, and it is binding right here as well too. But I don't want to tweak the wrong side, because it may cause alignment issue, although he is going to do alignment again, because the full race box that we have over there is a traction bar. And right now I am fixing to drop the car, move it to the tree, use my ratchet strap, and try to pull whichever frame is tweaked out. After further inspection, we pulled the radiator support off, and just wanted to verify with the full race traction bar. Joe's here as well too. Can you please be my cameraman for a second here?
Yeah.
So the full race traction bar right here, it's brand new for an EK, and it does not even bolt onto the frame rail at all. Check it out. So over here, you can see how it's like on the rail itself, right? And then over here, it's like 1.25 inches way past behind the rail, and that's how much the frame is off by, as you guys have seen on the radiator support itself. Another way to really see it, let me see this real quick, is the transmission torque mount. It's not even bolted on, I just noticed, and it's also off by like 1/2 inch to the transmission. You can't really see it, but it's way off, and it doesn't even let you put a bolt in there. So I'm leading to believe that this side is the one that's tweaked. Joe also pointed it out that the inside of this is tweaked. It looks a lot different, like it's been pushed this way, which causes curve, while the other side is near flat, right? So I think this is the side that we're going to tweak a little bit, but I'm going to have to get this car back off the jack stand and move to the tree, find a ratchet strap, and find a way to pull this frame out. Successful. We were able to pull this frame out enough to fit the traction bar. 3 bolts bolted here, 3 bolts bolted there. I had 2 ratchet straps pulling this using my used to be 2x4 to kind of hammer the frame into place, kind of like when you do body work, you hit high spots and low spots or whatever. So I was doing the same thing to kind of get it to stay in its position once I released the straps. We did fit the radius support earlier and it was really close. It was like maybe a quarter off. Got everything cleaned up over there. Got the car back here on the driveway. So right now I just marked out the areas that I'm going to be welding. One is going to be here, one is going to be back there, and then I'm doing a little lesser than what OEM typically is. I'm doing one here, and I'm doing 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here up in the front, 2 on the bottom. You can't really see that, but 2 on the bottom. And then same goes for this guy over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drill that hole out, and then when I remove this support, I'm going to grind the backside to bare metal, and then I'm going to fit the radiator support back on. This time I'm going to do it with the headlights, and I'm going to do it with the grill, probably the bumper support, I'm not sure. And then we'll get everything all tested, the hood latch, and then once we get everything looking good, we'll weld it in. But right now I may not weld it in tonight, because if you guys saw in the last video, I don't have any more gas in my tank for my MIG welder, so I'm gonna have to go to the store tomorrow and get that filled up. So as far as tonight goes, I just want to get this all prepped up, ready to go, whether I weld it tonight or not. Let's get to it.
Sometimes when you're here, I can't feel no doubt, 'cause you keep me.
So guys, after I had these headlights polished out, right, Tiger decided he wanted to point out that this one is freaking depot, and I freaking thought it was freaking OEM, but it fits really nicely, so I'm not worried about it. This one is definitely Stanley, OEM Honda. I got the headlights installed, and I decided to tack a couple spots to the radiator support to the frame itself, because I wanted to pull the bolts off to put the bumper support on, and then further fit the bumper a little bit more and the grill before I fully weld it in place. So right now it's just 2 on this side, 2 on this side is welded. These are all untouched as of right now, but my problem is the bumper support. It's also made in Taiwan. It's probably half the weight of an OEM piece, and the holes are completely off. So right here, this one actually bolted. The inside I actually got it bolted up, and now the outside is off. It's one or the other. So over here, same thing. Got this one bolted up. Sorry for all the blurriness. Got this one right here all bolted up, and then the one on the inside is super off. So what I got to do is I have to oval out the holes on the top on the inside, so I can bolt this down, and then we can put the headlight brackets underneath, put the bumper, do the whole fitment thing again, and then once everything looks good, we'll weld it in place.
Where the stars are bright, it doesn't really matter, 'cause you're here with me now. It doesn't really matter, it doesn't really matter, 'cause you're here with me now. It doesn't really matter, 'cause I feel so free
Alright guys, so we are finally done with this EM1. I love the way it came out. and this was a little different for me, you know what I mean? Like, everything is OEM, so I tried my best to fit everything as OEM as possible, as far as the fenders, hood, grill, bumper, the whole nine. It looks freaking awesome. I'm definitely proud of this one for sure. Just got the traction bar installed today, and right now it's just tensioned enough that the slack on the radius rod is firm, and then he's gonna have to take the car to get an alignment done. I was going to deliver the car, but I don't want to just park it randomly because I don't know how or where he parks this car, and he is still in Japan. So I'm just gonna hold the car here until he gets back, and then he can come and pick it up from me. But it's ready to go pretty much. As far as I know, he is going to get this car back to the paint shop and repaint it the original color. As you guys seen, this fender is different than the car. The car itself was repainted because you can see the paint underneath right there. And then in the back, the trunk is also a different color. When he bought this car, it came with a black trunk. Come on, Lucy. Now, I'm surprised how well this depot headlight fits. Definitely a lot better than the black housing one that was on here before. And this one's OEM. I did go to the junkyard again today in part of the other junkyard adventure video, but I was so tempted on getting another OEM headlight, but obviously this one was already installed on the car, and I didn't want to have to come back and get it and exchange it, so on and so forth. He's looking for CTR headlights, so if you guys know anybody got some CTR headlights for a 992,000 Civic, let me know. He's looking for some. I hope you guys enjoyed this EM1 content. I definitely enjoyed working on it because I know Barshan has been waiting for me for a long time to do this, and I finally got time to do it, and we knocked it out of the ballpark. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely give this video a thumbs up. I am going to cut it short right here. It's getting all gloomy again. I don't want to be out here without my sweater, but you know, I can always throw one on. But my task for today is done, so if you guys want to stick around for the EJ2 content, because my buddy Tony let me borrow his stud gun right here, definitely stick around for the bodywork video. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.